Hi kids, this is Zeidie. Join me as we learn Parshas Emor together. The Torah begins by telling Kohanim about the 7 relatives they may become tamei mace for: father, mother, son, daughter, or brother. He can only become tamei for an unmarried sister who was close to him. Kohanim may not make bald spots on their heads, may not shave any corner of their beard, and they may not make a cut in their flesh due to mourning. A Kohen may not marry a divorced woman. A Kohen who has been anointed or a Kohen Gadol must not let his hair grow long or tear his garments in a velus. A Kohen may not come into a roofed structure where a dead body is present. A Kohen Gadol may not become tamei mace for his father or his mother, and he may not marry a widow or a divorced lady. He may only take a never-married lady as his wife. The Torah now tells Kohanim with a disability that they may not serve in the Beis HaMikdash, including a man with a broken leg or arm, a man who has a unibrow, a man with cataracts, a man whose colors are mixed in his eye, a man with boils. Any of these Kohanim may not bring korbanos and may not eat from the korban portion for the Kohanim. He may also not approach the outside mizbech or the paruchis of the Kodesh Kodashim. The Torah continues by instructing the Kohanim who have teras or experience something that makes them tahmei may not eat korbanos until he is purified. This includes a Kohanim who touches the carcass of a dead bug. If he touches a dead body or any person that can make him tahmei, he must immerse in the mikveh and will become tahor that night after nightfall. The Torah instructs that a blemished animal and one under 8 days old should not be used for a korban. In addition, a mother and baby animal may not be shechted on the same day. The Torah talks about making a kiddush Hashem, including the necessity to die instead of transgressing sins that are against the Torah. The Torah commands us to eat matzah on Pesach and to bring a korban omer on the 2nd day of Pesach. The Torah then instructs us to celebrate Shavuos and tells us about the various korbanos brought on Shavuos. The Torah then takes a break about speaking about Hagim to remind farmers about the various obligations of leaving certain gifts to the poor, such as the corners and the forgotten sheaths. We then learn about the obligation to blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah and the obligation to afflict ourselves on Yom Kippur. The Torah concludes the discussion of Hagim by talking about Sukkos. On this Yom Tov, we must sit in a Sukkah, take the Arba Minim, and rejoice before Hashem. Finally, the Pasuk talks about Shemini Atzeres, a one-day holiday where the obligation is to simply rejoice before Hashem. The Pasuk talks about the necessity to bring the finest olive oil for lighting the menorah and the Lechem Hapanim that was replaced each Shabbos. The Torah then tells us the story of a man, the son of a Jewish lady who went to court to determine if he was Jewish. The son of the Jewish woman Shelomit Bas Divri then cursed the name of Hashem and was taken to Moshe. Hashem instructed Moshe to lead the man outside of the city, and everyone who heard him to place their hands on his head, then stone him. Anyone who curses the name of Hashem or utters the proper name of Hashem while cursing should be put to death. The Torah concludes by telling the Bnei Yisrael the punishments for harming an animal, damaging property, committing murder, and causing personal injury. That's all for this week. Have a great Shabbos.